after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen. Maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it
tackle of Avonte Maddox.
You gotta be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done, step out offensively. He had it diagnosed pretty well.
Description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Hit his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run with Gibson, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running.
Yes, sir.
Loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it with Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. That'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Yes, sir.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Yes, sir.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and their early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down, Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 97 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Once more, Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
There. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense. And it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That was late as fuck.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Hurts going to move him around. On 2nd down, Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Let's go, Jake.
The kick by Elliott is good. So kind of disappointing.
Let's go, Jake.
Yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue.
I mean, we got points off of a possession we wasn't supposed to
Get the
have.
ball
So.
to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
That wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back. Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Let's go.
Offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a
Let's go.
coverage there. And not the smartest decision.
Let's
It
go.
reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick,
Let's
but
go.
the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid
Let's
them.
go.
They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a
Let's
chance to
go.
remind everyone exactly what they are. Their time is one of the this season.
So they'll get another shot on
Let's
offense
go.
following that pick six.
Let's
Now the
get
kick
it.
is
Let's
away.
go.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down,
Great play, Nicole B. Dean. Way to read the play and shut that down. Way to read the play and shut that down, Nicole B. Dean.
But that means they probably won't run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Howell now to throw it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's set
wow.
up for 3, except in certain situations.
That was a crazy
trying to
tackle.
miss a game, that sort of deal. Most of the
That
time,
play
it's
didn't
end zone,
happen.
And that's what you're
Should
thinking, and I believe
scratch
that's
that
exactly
play.
what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get three, right?
You went for it. You went for
They
it.
try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You
An
went for
incomplete
it.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something
You
here on
went for
third
it,
down.
my boy.
They'll set up a throw.
I'm just going
And
to
his
fix
pass is
it.
intercepted for the fourth time
Fix
today.
it.
And he's going to
Fix it. This shit hanging in the air too long.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A give to Gibson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And Howe will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Eagles 17, Commanders 16.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Robinson again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. And backs him up 1 yard and brings him 3rd down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss in second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the
I appreciate you, my boy.
picked up by Reed Blankenship.
I appreciate you, my boy. You really the plug, bro. You really the plug.
And he takes this
You
one
really the
back.
plug, bro.
And the Eagles defense gets
You
a
really the
6
plug.
TD. There's a reason they
Let's
call
go.
him the ball hawking
Let's
safety.
go.
It looked like he read
Let's
that,
go.
Charles, and he wasn't stopping there
Let's
after
go.
he got it. He
Give
took
me
it
that.
all the way to the house to widen their lead.
Give me that.
What's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our
Give me
spot,
that.
Bruce Murray, right before that snap,
Give me
pointed to his
that.
number.
You really the plug.
Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't
You
we?
really the
That's
plug,
just the type
though.
of play they expect from him, and he
Go.
delivers in a big way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Allen ensured that it will take a touchdown
Sure.
to conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six.
Sure.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Gibson again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not the start to the drive. Doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. Not those are third down, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. I think your best player will the play that he wants to run best.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Howell out of the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 113 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A give up the middle to Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Powell to throw.
I almost picked that shit.
That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st and goal. A handoff running left is Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Howell. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A big mistake there. You just got the lead 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and a yard. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers,
You. That was a that was a close game. That was a really close game. Too close. Deal. Hold on, Mike.
No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the snakes slither, striking the time.
Yeah, my controller died. Hold on 1 second, coach.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
I'll be having to remember where the clock is at.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, come on. They bumped him right when I threw it.
Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and you're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Under pressure, and he'll go down.
cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 2. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot.
I'm past my 40 though, right? I'm past my 40, right? I'm on my 47.
The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas got 47 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott good on the extra point. That's the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. He was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and
loss on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell throwing on third down here.
Like, what you thought my usual was sweet? Like, what you thought my usual was sweet? Like, come on, man. You thought my usual was sweet?
That Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember,
disrespect.
on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
On first down, Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Hurts.
Terrible pass.
Continues. Here's
Terrible
another
pass.
interception.
Terrible
Picked up
pass.
by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out hits somewhere.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down, Howell back to pass. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
Game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Hurts to throw.
I just keep testing him over there. I just keep testing him. I gotta get this passing down. This passing different on 24.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing here, Howell. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Osama. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
They want to have a realistic chance in this one. They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Good defense, Joe.
This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong.
Good defense,
Who
Joe.
has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat.
What in the what in the world, bro?
And the Commanders are in
Bro,
great
what
shape
in the
here
world, bro?
as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense
Bro,
coming up with a
this-
takeaway, and maybe that's
this
something that can
pass
bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they left with a 3rd and 2. With a good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now it's fine that they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Open man is Thomas, the tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. It's incomplete.
Going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But
That was good D.
An absolute total effort. They disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
That was good D.
Forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Second and 10, Howell. Thomas has got it, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Another throw for Howell.
Bro, stop playing on my user, bro. Stop playing on my user, bro.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over
play on my
at the
user,
20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see.
Come on, man. I saw him. You be thinking just because I'm controlling him, I'm not going to catch the ball. That's out of pocket.
Because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
Nice touch.
He's to the 15. Touchdown,
Nice touch.
Washington. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, here's Petty, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
What? Come on, man. Do better.
After that type of a run, there's some talking going on down in the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy just carried the ball. He's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. From the gun on third down, Howell. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 38-yard line.
Final final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard to pick up there. Third and 3.
Vicious for the lead because his ability to look through what's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Gain 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
What? Yo.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but
No,
they do
break up
convert
or
on
up.
4th. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be first down Washington. Straight ahead, Gibson. That's some strong running. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking
My baby, I love you too.
Wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
They'll run with Gibson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up here complete.
We're seeing these defenses making up opportunistic plays to keep this one in the score. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Howell, 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there incomplete. So he drive the stands all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And Goedert going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This will be caught by Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Cameron Curl. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
That's a defense you need balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7. And here's a give to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red, and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. Into like that, like that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Talk about so far so good. Right now they are purring like a high-quality sports car. You name it, they're getting it done. What's the definition of balance? Doing what you want to, when you want to. They're doing it through the air and on the ground.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, here's Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth
Hell
of the
of a
blitz as the
play.
linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Hell
I
of a
think
play.
quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hell of a play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job right there defensively.
Here's 39. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, man, it's a
And he'll get about
tackle.
5 here, so take this
The
down
tackle,
inside
he's
the
right
20-yard
here.
line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital. Now 2nd and 5. A give running right, Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, Ryman. They had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense. But still, they pick up the first down and get a first sack.
Huge 4th down conversion. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side Swift. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts looking for the end zone. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I got rid of that shit. The dogs was coming. I got rid of that shit.
But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and this ball recovered by the offense.
Oh, sir.
They cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half, so this will be blown dead.
Good stuff, Sweat.
To the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
What a dot.
Quez Watkins, 26 yards.
But you know what's crazy about this game, which is wild? You could get a pass like that and without getting that picked off. Like, that's crazy. Like, ain't that wild, though? Huh?
Let's find a way to score right here before that.
No, I mean, he did, but you would think of anything get picked, it would be that. I honestly thought that was going to get picked. At this point, if I see a drone and it's open, I just throw it. Whatever happens, happens at this point, because you can't predict this passing this year. 1 minute they throw an accurate pass, 1 minute they throw a duck. Like,
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Yeah, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net.
And the way he pulled him down, that shit looked like it hurt. You seen that shit? Oh, the way he pulled that nigga backwards. Huh?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Who is that? Washington.
Facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles. But look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back.
I can't believe they didn't just make that tackle right there.
At least 3 points.
Right there.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to Robinson now on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Robinson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it fourth down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line.
What a stop.
They get the completion but cannot push forward
What a
into the
stop.
end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
What a stop. What a stop. What a stop.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and he picked up another first down there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell.
It is like he suctioned into him.
You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Penny, a first down carry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Penny.
Bro, how is he catching him? Even, bro, 93 not that fast. Like, cut it out.
15 coming up after that.
93 is not that fast.
The big guy there showing some agility. He just flowed from his D-tackle position.
He not faster than Swift, though. Yeah, this boy not faster than Swift. Like, cut it out.
3rd and 15.
And he not breaking off that block. He not breaking off that block and accelerating that quick.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, how did he miss that pass? How did he miss that pass? Wow.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Nigga, wow.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Powell down to throw it.
What a dot.
Touchdown, Washington.
What a dot.
Terry McLaurin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders
That was a dot.
into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. defensively, I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but
He
things may be
said,
a
"Thank
little
you,
more
buddy."
uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them by the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the...
They be making you feel like you really gained something on that joint, 23 yards. I know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, well, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard
I mean,
to mash the gas again and have
this game, 1 minute they want to be good. 1 minute they want to have a good offensive line. 1 minute they don't. It's going up and down. Because when next game I run all over you, like you should.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
That's because I stepped into that shit.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion left comes Brown. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield, strapping into Washington territory. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
I could not take that. I'm like, no way. Like, no. No way.
First down, Philadelphia.
2 minutes left to
No
play in this
fucking way.
football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll run with Smith.
He was coming off the edge. He was coming off that edge anyway. He was coming off that edge anyway.
Now they face a 3rd and very long.
there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball.
I can't do this shit all game. I'm going to do this shit now. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I can't do this shit all game. Like, I'm going to go for it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the big play on,
we all know you can't stop me for 4 straight downs. We know that. You can't stop me for 4 straight downs, bro. You can't stop me for 4. You see what happened that first game where I forgot we had the punter? You see what happened? I ran that shit up on you. You seen what happened? What was that? See, there go a random duck. Good game.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself,